Chris Jericho.
Well, neither did you. For that. So the heat on him, neither did you. Chris Jericho is still on the list. And Chris Jericho did the job, him and his dad, for the Golden Knights against Winnipeg. So he's a job.
What's this controversy with that Irvine Project thing?
The Irvine Project? Well, we had a Irvine Project submitted a song last week on the show, The Urban Experience.
Yeah, The Urban Experience, yeah.
It's been a song, and everybody thinks that's Fozzy.
Oh.
So.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on to Rebecca Evers, Chris did send in a congratulatory message for the 100th episode. Would you like
did he really?
Yeah.
That's nice of him.
Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow, I can't believe it. Who would have thought when Conan and I sat down 2 years ago, whatever it was, over 2 years ago, and discussed him leaving MLW and coming over to the Jericho Network for Keeping It 100, that we would be here 100 episodes later. I have not missed one episode, all the way back from the old days of KG and, going all the way up now to the days of JoJo, the Philly Twink Boy. Lots of great guests over the years. I mean, my goodness. Hall of Famer Ted Irvin, one of my favorites. Always love hearing Hurricane Helms, who now, of course, is a regular. Oovie Juice is great. I love Irish Pat Kinney on there. The guy who went splat. Just wish the Burning Man could have had a few last words that he could have said on the show. Would have been great. Of course, Flat Earther David Weiss, probably my all-time favorite guest in the history of Keeping It 100. But every week I look forward to it. I listen to it. I enjoy it. Great thoughts about everything from the wrestling business to UFC to politics to entertainment. I love the songs of the week, the Juicy Love Line, the Juicy Seal of Approval, Mass Republic Minute. That's one of my favorite segments as well. So just a great podcast, a great kind of magazine for everybody, for men and women. So congratulations, you guys really got it down pat. I knew you always had what it took, K-Dog, to put together a great podcast. That's why I fought for you to come from Podcast 1 over to Westwood 1 for me. Now you've actually had a few ads, which is great. Plenty more to come. Only thing is Disco Inferno, man. I mean, what can you say? I mean, that has not been said about him already. It never has there been a guy who has been on a show for 2 years and just hasn't improved. I was actually going to apologize, but then I really thought about it. Like, what am I apologizing for? He is worthy of a soup kitchen. He is kind of a dweeby guy. And if it wasn't for you, Conan, and the notoriety that you are giving him, being the co-host of Keeping It 100, he would be in that soup kitchen. I mean, I know for a fact that Sapphires are only hanging on to him because they're scared to let him go for lawsuit reasons from the concussions and all that sort of stuff. But not a popular guy. Not a lot of jobs available left for him. So I think, Joe Fury will tell you, he only brings Disco over to FSW from time to time as a sympathetic move. So, Disco, I will not apologize, nor will I ever apologize, because I think you should apologize to me because I'm the one who provided you with this gig that you have. You're the best job that you've ever had, and the best job that you've ever done. I mean, you're way better at podcasting than you ever were as a wrestler, and you're a shit podcaster. Oh. But anyways, congratulations. Keeping It 100 at 100. It's Keeping It 100. Looking forward to many, many more, and I can't wait to check out this week's episode. Boom!
Wait a minute. Can I say something, Di? Wait. Can I say something? I think ever since he turned heel on Naito, and he looked like the young Ozzy Osbourne, there's like a dark side to him, because he just turned completely heel on you.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, isn't it funny, okay, that he would be so petty as to deliver that type of message the week after the Golden Knights eliminated his Winnipeg Jets, and he did the hype video for the Jets, okay?
Right.
So you could make an argument
so you say this is sour grapes?
100%. He's jealous. He's envy. He's very jealous of Vegas is in the finals. He's very jealous. Let me tell you a story. The people don't listen, and this is a true story too. Conan will test this. Is that when this show started, okay, Conan would actually receive calls from Jericho that Jericho was saying that Conan does not talk enough, and that he doesn't tune in the podcast to listen to disco.
Oh my god.
Okay, is that will you attest to that story? Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is true. Okay, and over the course of time, Jericho saw the true talent that I am in the podcast business. Okay, and that I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I'm not a politically correct guy like all these other podcasters out there that don't want to, that don't want to upset their fans and don't want to say things that'll get them heat. And he knows the value I bring. So that entire message that he just delivered was completely sour grapes, fake news. He knows that I'm the driving force behind the show and how important I am to the thing. And I'm going to tell him, you know what? I'm demanding for next week's show that he deliver an apology for the message that he said on this show. Okay, so he's got two things to apologize to me for. Number one, for misstating me in his books. Okay, so it's Jason Melissa slander.
Slander.
All right, and for the message that he sent this week, I want him to apologize, and I want him to admit that he just did it out of spite because him and his dad came on this show, and I jobbed him out. You know what I'm saying? It's like him and his dad. It's like when you job out a father and son,
that's heat. That's heat.
And you saw the nastiness of Chris, and maybe it is the Chris Jericho that's like the heel Chris that we see that he is in Japan with Naito and something. So yeah,
do you like the young Ozzy Osbourne look? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, well, it just looks like an idiot. So, but definitely, I'm looking forward to his apology next week, and just for him admitting it was sour grapes.
Wait a minute, I thought you said he looked like a transgender.
He did look like a transgender with the lipstick on, 100%. But yeah, he'll I can't wait to hear the apology next week because he knows how wrong.
Is there a chance that there could be some physicality between you and him before and during the cruise?
We'll see. I mean, we'll take it 1 week at a time and see where it's headed. I'm looking forward to his message. So.